Obviously, we need fear. But when it comes to fearing failure or fearing something irrational, like what will happen if you create the thing, or even fearing what other people are thinking about you, it's almost always indulgent. Because really, that's your ego saying, I'm not going to even try because if I try, I'm scared I'll fail and I wouldn't be able to handle that. If you unpack that, ask yourself, what are you making it mean if you do fail? Is that the end all be all? Does that mean something about who you are as a person and what you can accomplish for the rest of your life if you fail at this attempt? And who's to say you couldn't just stand up, brush yourself off, and go back at it again? Use that one failure as information because now you know what doesn't work. Instead of it means something about me, maybe you make it mean something about failure. Maybe it's not that I'm inherently bad or stupid or not capable. Maybe it's that failure is part of the process. So a lot of times we'll have, again, this indulgent thought process going, created by our survival system in order to stall us from doing the thing, because doing the thing in survival system's mind is way too scary because it's, again, fear of the unknown. Let's just stay here. Here is safe. Here may not be fun. We don't like it here, but at least we know here we're not going to die. At least we know here that we're not going to be shamed or humiliated. So let's just stay here and limit ourselves, stand ourselves in the corner, and we'll just stay like this until the end of time because it's better than facing rejection, more rejection, right? Okay, so we can also have fears, obviously, about being found out or about what the ex is going to do if they see you out there succeeding. And those are, well, I deal with those a little bit in the course and actually you coming up with a plan to solve for those things. Your fears about that ends up becoming your strategy to overcome it. Just know that most of those fears, though they seem so rational and protective, most of the time will not come into fruition. And if they do, what are you telling yourself about that future version of you and their ability or non-ability to overcome that backlash? Does that make sense? Like, there's always a belief about you in the fear about them. And that's the limiting belief that you really need to look at. Not what they'll do, because what they'll do is, I just take that as just, it's inevitable. They probably will do the thing that you don't want them to do. And I don't mean that in a insensitive or haphazard, do it anyway sort of way. I mean, if you have the ability to create the thing that you want to create, just also trust and believe that you can also solve for whatever you think that that's going to mean for you when they retaliate. They're going to do what they're going to do. It's just what you're making that mean for you. And now, if your answer then is they're going to think bad things about me, or they're going to go tell more rumors or tell more lies, then that's when you need to look at, okay, is it worth it for me to stand in a corner, facing a corner for the rest of my life so that people won't talk about me? Or should I go make waves and let people talk anyway? They're going to tell lies. Does it really need to affect you? That's the bottom line. But like I said, when it comes to I mean, they're all legitimate fears, but the fears that might require more of your attention, that's what I deal with in the course. You need to use those as your strategy.